What life hack have you tried that backfired? Tried to poke a straw up through a strawberry's center to easily remove the stem. Ended up not only missing the center, but pushing it through and poking myself in the eye. Take notes kids, poke downwards, not upwards. I had a phone that got some water in it, and all I had was rice pilaf. Little did I know that the inside packet was full of seasoning. Ended up getting that in every crevice of my phone. Never turned on again. Smelled delicious though. Putting your tongue on the roof of your mouth to stop an almost sneeze from happening. Tried this last night instead of covering my mouth, because I thought it would work. Snot sneeze right in my girlfriend's face. Drink apple juice before sleeping to induce more vivid realistic dreams. Have dream I'm having sex with my ex, comma. When I was in high school, I noticed that my friend Ben was adept at making out with girls, after school, in the hallways, at parties, pep rallies, and pretty much any other situation. He wasn't really that good looking, and I always wondered what his secret was. So one day I asked him. He said, dude, once she feels comfortable around you, you just have to look at her and ask her, so, do you want to make out? And then he said there will be a little pause, and she'll either crack a smile, in which case you know it's on, or she'll look at you weird, and in that case, you just have to start laughing and she'll think it's a joke. I found this to be a stroke of absolute genius on Ben's part. There was no way to lose. Either you make out with her, or laugh, and she thinks you're joking. So, that day after school I decided to put this little gem into practice. I was hanging out with a girl from the swim team after school. Let's call her Joni. Joni asked for a ride up to the McDonald's at the end of the block next to our school so she could get some chicken nuggets before swim practice. She ate her 4-piece, and then we sat in my car in the school parking lot for a few minutes, bulleting about this and that. I decided it was time to try out the new tactic. Me. So, do you want to make out? No pause whatsoever. Joni, no. Then she got a really serious look on her face and just got out of the car and sprinted back up to school. There was no pause. Her no practically overlapped my proposition. Ben had failed to consider a crucial factor, and I had failed to catch his mistake. I lived in shame for the next couple of weeks, and never tried that strategy again. I once heard that near boiling water will make a mosquito bite stop itching. It works alright, but it turns your itch into a burn. Ran out of beers after already having a lot of beers. Found an old bottle of wine in a closet or something. Couldn't find corkscrew or anything resembling a corkscrew. Tried everything to get cork out. Used rubber mallet to pound flathead screwdriver into cork and then twist it out. That didn't work either. Remember seeing video long time ago of dude putting wine bottle in his shoe, holding it against the wall, and slamming the shoe into the wall and somehow the cork popped out. Got really excited because I remember wanting to try it when I first saw video but didn't have any wine. Took shoe off, inserted wine bottle, and slammed shoe into wall. Slammed way too hard. Wasn't even holding wine bottle securely in shoe. Closed my eyes because I was scared of the potential cork noise. Pretty much doing every single thing wrong possible. Bottle shot out of shoe. Exploded on floor. I panicked and ran on broken glass with only one shoe on. Blood mixed with wine. etc. Just bad all around. Holding a fire underneath a ping pong ball. Apparently if you do this, the dent in a ping pong ball will come out. Don't try this. In 2 seconds, it became a ball of flames. I swear I thought I was going to burn my house down. Made Skittle vodka. Tasted great, but was super sticky. Also the hangovers were way worse than champagne. So much sugar. 10/10 would not do again. Putting tea bags on your eyes to reduce puffiness. Use apple cinnamon tea and cinnamon is an irritant. I had a square rash around both of my eyes for 2 hours. I prepared a salad while I was in the shower, so I could save time by washing myself at the same time as the vegetables. I was able to get everything made in record time. But when I told my guests that I had prepared the food while I bathed, they all reacted with shock and disgust. In high school, I tried to adopt the everyman sleep cycle. 30-minute naps every 4 hours, over winter break, since you need some downtime to adjust. After a week, though, I'd yet to adapt, and sleep deprivation had really started to take its toll. I barely remember anything other than not wanting to move. Basically ruined Christmas. I tried to cut a watermelon in half with my hand. Ended up breaking my hand. Never again. I tried to make cookie cups by turning a muffin pan upside down. Ended up with itty lopsided cookies. Offering donuts to a police officer. Don't. I made wine. 1 gallon jug. 1 thawed standard sized grape juice concentrate tube. A cup and a half of sugar. A packet of yeast. Add to gallon jug. Fill with lukewarm water. Add yeast. Stir. Cover top with saran wrap. Snap rubber band around mouth of jug. Poke a few pinholes in saran wrap to let gas escape and forget about for a month. It tasted pretty bad, but I had the most intense hangover of my life. It smelled like grape flavored vodka. Never again. Someone posted this picture. Then some other Redditor posted something enthusiastic. Along the lines of, hey, all you have to do is microwave it and the crumbs don't go everywhere. I got all excited and put one. Yes. I took it out of the wrapper first, in the microwave for 30 seconds. 25 seconds into it I bolted back into the kitchen and opened the microwave to black smoke pouring out. You would have thought I nuked it with a ray gun. It absolutely destroyed the granola bar, black and burnt. The microwave was all black on the inside and had to be washed. And the kitchen smelled like crap for days. Apparently you only need to microwave it for about 3 seconds. Whoops. Edit. Huh. I never thought of it before. But you guys are right. A microwave is a ray gun. Of sorts. Neat. A while ago I read a life hacks thread on Reddit that said if you have a clogged toilet and no plunger, put dish soap in the toilet, and this will loosen the obstruction enough to unclog the toilet. About 2 weeks after I read that I was very drunk in my dorm bathroom and noticed a clogged toilet. Being the good Samaritan that I am, I drunkenly grabbed my bottle of dish soap out of my dorm room, squeezed about half the bottle into the toilet, and flushed. Instead of freeing the clogging the toilet began to overflow with sudsy brownish bubbles. Well, I ran out of that bathroom like a bat out of hell and closed my dorm room door. I should add that this occurred on a Saturday, and the janitor would not come until Monday afternoon. I felt really bad for the poor janitor that had to clean that bathroom. TL. Dr. Reddit tricked me into filling the dorm bathroom with it bubbles. As a guy, I heard if you apply pressure to that area between your ass and balls that the rest of the pee would come out when you are taking a piss. I tried it, missed my first time, and my finger went straight up my ass. It works though if you don't miss. Life hack. When starting a fire in a wood burning fireplace, it's always a good idea to first light a piece of tightly rolled newspaper and hold it in the chimney to heat up the air and make sure you don't have a downdraft. Many years ago, parents were out of town, so it was time to light a romantic fire in the basement fireplace with a girlfriend on a cold snowy night. Open the flue, plop in one of those Duraflame logs, do the rolled newspaper thing, have a good updraft. So I'll light the Duraflame. It starts going real well, drinking some wine, getting busy on the sofa and whoosh, the chimney goes full backdraft. The entire basement then instantly fills with smoke. Cannot see my hand in front of my face. The smoke alarm in the basement goes off. Then the smoke alarm upstairs goes off, which trips the house alarm system. Calls the alarm company who then calls the fire dept. So we crawled to the back of the basement to be under the smoke and I tell the GF to go out the back basement door while I grab a bucket of water and try to douse the Duraflame log. This works spectacularly badly, as it just sorta blows into fragments and adds this massive cloud of steam to the smoke in the room. But it does put it out. So I then run upstairs to call the alarm company to cancel the fire department, but it's too late. I hear the sirens. The smoke cleared pretty quickly so that I just told fire guys what happened and they laughed and left without even getting out of their trucks. Till from this thread, don't shove your D in any kind of fruit. Don't try to grill cheese on toast in the toaster and don't try polyphasic sleep. Home alone and hungry, craving a grilled cheese sandwich. Pans are dirty, so I decided to use that old hack make grilled cheese in a toaster. Apparently, the person who created that hack forgot that toasters pop out. TL. DR. Hot cheese burn D. I tried to make crystals once. I made grilled cheese in my toaster. It worked fantastically because I have a toaster oven. Went really well with my 2 AM iced chili too. Being funny to get out of a speeding ticket, I just turned into an incomprehensible dolt. I took hundreds of packets I had collected over months from Taco Bell and put them all in a bottle. My cat threw the bottle off the kitchen counter and smashed it during the following night. Cinnamon as an ant deterrent does not work, and I have yet to scrub it all away from the garage. Some duck on Reddit suggested I put a lime wedge on my forehead to stop a headache. I only had key limes though, so that's probably why it didn't work. Lol. Ice soap gave me hypothermia. Polyphasic sleep. In theory you can reduce the amount you sleep to about 2-3 H per night, but you have to stick to the nap schedule 100%, which is pretty much impossible if you have a regular job, family etc. It will wreak havoc on your life. Believe me, I've tried. The theory that holding your breath when you're tired will increase your heart rate and help keep you awake. Driving down the highway at 2 in the morning isn't the best time for something like that to backfire. Tried to peel an egg by peeling the ends and blowing on it to peel it. Got red-faced. Did not peel the egg. Polyphasic sleep. Basically inflicted self-torture for 3 days, which felt like a month, and then crashed for 24 hours straight. I tried to ask a girl out once. Got rejected. Rejected. Real hard. Lesson learned. Never ask girls out. I can't find the picture I saw on 4chan, but here's a video similar to it. I tried this method and somehow ended up dislocating my arm in the process. So my arm was basically just dangling above me while the shirt was half over my head. But luckily due to the adrenaline I grabbed my floppy arm with my other arm and shoved it back into the socket. I then proceeded to cry at my desk for a while. Had a great idea to put a tub of chocolate spread in the microwave so it would be pre-melted for some toast. Nom nom. But what happened was the foil still on the edge of the tub's rim caught fire, melted the plastic tub and burned out the microwave. I came back to the kitchen with a burning microwave and almost a house fire. Tried the put the toaster on its side method for making toasted sandwiches. Immediately, black smoke. I'd only just got my toaster privileges back. 2. This thread is one of the funniest things I have ever read. I thank you all for your shortcomings. I've tried everything that you're supposed to do when you get hiccups. It didn't necessarily backfire, but it sure as hell didn't work. Tried making chocolate ice cream cups using water balloons. Turns out, the chocolate can't be hot when you do this. Water balloons exploded. Chocolate all over everything and everyone. He was still scraping chocolate off of stuff weeks later. Saw a post about a guy splitting an apple in two by removing the core, placing his thumb in the top, pushing down, and the apple split perfectly in two. My apple did not break. My thumb did. I put my toaster on sideways and put cheese on top of the bread. The toaster got filled with melted cheese, which caught on fire, and the bread was launched into the sink while I was trying to put it out. Never trust the internet.